Alright, this may seem crazy, but I am modifying these wheels to go from the chamfered style of lug nut, as you see there, to the Acorn style of lug nut, as you see here. I have aftermarket wheels. These are the wheels I just took off of this car. Those stock style lug nuts. They actually did work on these wheels because they're both Acorn and chamfered, but they don't work on these OEM Infiniti G37 Coupe wheels. That's what they are. They're off a Coupe Base model, so they're 18 by 8. And, you know, the lugs just, they don't match anything other than the lugs that they're made to have. And I like running these style lug nuts. I'm running them on the 240 in there, the Z. Infiniti's got a different style, but it's the same thing basically. The G37 has these on it now because it has some nice 18-inch wheels on it. Trying to sell this car because who needs it now? Well, anyways, I'll show you the problem here. This doesn't really fit in there, and as you can see, that hole is not acorned. It's squared, and it's actually the size of those threads, but it's just bigger. It's just big enough to where if I use the OEM Lexus lug nuts, they have the same looseness in the chamfer holes. See? Not good. And if you can see down in that hole, you can see that this hole is as big as that wobbleness is. So that allows the wheel to sit that far off center, because obviously Infiniti wheels aren't hub centric to a Lexus. So in order to rectify this problem, we're going to have to use Acorns, and I'm going to have to modify these wheels to be Acorn. I've already done the rears, did my proof of concept. It works beautifully. So here's the solution. You need a drill and one of these stepper bits. You can see the parts of the stepper bit that I'm using. What we're doing is we're going 2 steps bigger on the hole, which allows it, and these naturally chamfer the hole. So that allows it to sit and use most of this chamfer, actually, but without penetrating the whole way through this little flange down in there. Maybe I'll flip one over and show you so you can see. I don't know if you can see how thick that is, but it's not very. It's not even a 1/4 inch, maybe like 1/8 of an inch. So anyways, what we're doing is we're wallowing this hole out so this sits down in it. So right now it's sitting on top of it, and as you can see, it's not biting that at all. It's not biting at all in there. It's just fucking like this is basically, this flat surface is sitting on top of that flat surface, and it's not working. So do make sure this is tight. It is. And there's 1, there's 2, and now we go down and chamfer. So I've got this set at the exact depth where it's hitting this as a stopper on the outer edge of the hole, and that's telling me exactly when I've gone to the point of chamfering on the after 2 steps of opening it up. Now we got to blow all that crap out of there, and I don't know if you can see it, but we got a nice chamfer on that, and it's bigger. And if we put this through, now see how that, see, it actually raises when you push it from one side to the other. it actually centers itself in the hole now. So we're going to do the rest. Now, you'll see why we have the cutting wheel here with the grinding disc on it. On the back side, from cutting the holes, we've made some burrs, and we need to clean that up. Grr. Alright. Christ. Aluminum dust. Maybe wear an N95 mask when you're doing that. Anyways. Ew. Fucking hit my goggles with the spit there. Great. Or my goggles, Jesus. Hit my mouthpiece, my mouth guard. Alright, now we can slip this on, but you have to be aware because now the holes are very big. And that means that you're going to have to manually center the wheel up. When you put the wheel on, get these lugs going in. Whatever I did with my wrench. So, see, I'm running into a problem. So, what I do is I'm wearing steel toes, so that makes it a little easier for me. I use my feet to lift up the wheel, centers it up. And bam! And once you get two in, you can release it because it'll hold itself centered. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you that. See how there's that wheel moves, but bam, there it found its chamfer hole, and now it doesn't. As you can see, works like an absolute charm. I mean, it is beautiful. So there you have it. And I already road tested with the rears. No vibration. Whereas before, definitely there was a horrid vibration. I couldn't even keep it on the road at 60 miles per hour because the wheels were just so off center. Crazy. I don't know. The real solution, I guess, is hub-centric rings. Not using Infiniti wheels on a Lexus. But, you know, when we have drift cars, or just sports cars in general, we're burning through tires. Sometimes you gotta just move some wheels around. Put whatever wheels you got on it. That'll work at the time. And now I can do that. So, signing off. Hope you can get something out of this. Enjoy. If it works, it ain't dumb.